So the elements of synopsis include, first of all, describing your niche, that is your research gap. After describing your niche, you move towards detailing your research questions. Research questions are your problem statements that functionalize your niche. Niche is just an area, whereas research questions functionalize your um, topic. So, research questions enable us to conduct the process of research. After research questions, you need to address what research tools you will be using to conduct research. After talking about your research tools, you will also detail what methodology you will be using in order to conduct your research project. Then you will also ensure the feasibility. So the some of the key characteristics of research that we discussed earlier as well. So you will address how feasible your research project is. Second, validity. So validity is to get what you aim for. So you need to mention very briefly that how your research project will ensure validity. After validity, you will talk about reliability. Reliability means how you will ensure the quality of your research. How should you gain people's trust in your findings? Because ultimately, after doing the entire process, once your findings are there, once your solution is there, it is for educated non-specialist audience. So how you will convince educated non-specialist audience to whatever you have done? So, so I repeat: niche, research questions, qualities of good research that include feasibility, validity, reliability, and eventually generalizability. But in synopsis, you do not need to mention generalizability, reason being you do not yet have the findings with you. So that is why in synopsis, you won't talk about generalizability. Then comes method and methodology. Method means it's very critical. I mean, there is a subtle difference between method and methodology. People usually confuse method and methodology. Method is what? Method means the steps involved. For example, you go in the field and collect data, it's a method. Whereas methodology means the ideology, the philosophy behind your research. So, for example, if you are doing a qualitative research or a quantitative research, these are methodologies. They are not methods. They can be methods, but right now, the way we are treating them is that they are methodologies. So, methodology is philosophy of doing something. So, philosophy behind your methods, philosophy behind your steps involved. So, your synopsis should mention both method as well as methodology. And I'm not expecting that at this stage you guys will be flawlessly dealing with all these things, but at least you should have a rough idea. Obviously, you are not trained researcher. It's your first exposure towards doing a research project, and it's your first experience of conducting a process and writing a report as well. So obviously, you will be given margin of making or committing a few mistakes, but eventually, once your synopsis comes to me, I'll be in a position to provide you feedback. So please do not do it in a way that is just an opportunity to go through your work easily because we are having these sessions online. As I said, in even in the face-to-face sessions, we it's a skill. I mean, doing a research is a skill. If you are mastering the skill at this very early stage in your academic careers, So later on, even till your PhDs, you won't face a problem at all. So methodology, is that clear to you, the difference between the two? Good, good, good. Right. ठीक है जी. So the very last thing in your synopsis will be um, uh, actually it comes even before method and methodology, objective. Although your research questions do talk about your objective as well, but you need to very explicitly give the objective of your research. That what do you want to achieve by the end of research? Okay, so you guys need to, maybe again, please do not ask me कि sir इनकी length क्या होनी चाहिए. Primarily, um, all you need to do is, ठीक है Neha, I'll address again. So all you need to do is give us 2 3 liner or a paragraph about what motivates you to do this project. So that is your objective. What do you want to achieve by the end of the project? Also, there is a formality that is related to objective. It's called significance. So significance is who will benefit from your work. If you remember, we said research is done, research report is written for educated non-specialist audience. So in your research, which educated and non-specialist audience are you targeting? It can be parents, it can be teachers, um, it can be anyone. ठीक है, Dania, I'll address your question. So what I expect you to do is, so like a 2-pager document. So next stage, okay? So you guys have given me theoretical understanding in your reflective logs. Even if some of you haven't, please do it. So I do not want to pressurize you by saying अब मैं नहीं लूँगा और ये नहीं है वो नहीं है. So हमें, we have to be autonomous learners and take responsibility of our learning. I'll be as lenient as I can because the situation demands this. So हम सिर्फ उन्हीं लोगों को कैटर करेंगे जो कि सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड है. So no penalty, no nothing. If you guys want to learn, it's up to you. Even if you do not want to, I'll be addressing the concerns of those who are into it, like properly into it, and they will gain a lot. So 2-pager document having the elements that I'm going to list down once again: niche, research questions, objectives, significance, method and methodology. That's it. So these are the elements of your synopsis. So the synopsis is due by next Saturday. ठीक है? Good enough time? Yeah? ठीक है. So ठीक है, हसन मैं रिपीट कर देता हूँ. हसन कह रहे हैं रिपीट कर दें for the one last time. Niche, research questions, उसके बाद क्या था? Niche, research questions, objective, and then significance, and then method and methodology. So Neha wanted me to clarify method and methodology again. So method is steps involved. For example, you go in the field and collect data. You design a questionnaire. You do interviews. These are methods. Whereas methodology means what is the working philosophy behind your steps. What, so how are you gaining all those understandings of doing research? So that is what methodology means. So I'm stopping the recording here and I'll be sharing this part with you. Thank you.